We have got a special player for you today. He is someone that if developed right in your save will near enough always become a world-class player. He's new to this football manager and I'm sure he'll be a fan favourite in no time, so stick with us in this video and we'll show you how to take him from promising talent into one of the best strikers in world football. That's right, we've got a striker to show you guys today in Wonderkid to Superstar, the series where we take a Wonderkid in FM, put them to the highest end of their potential range to see just how good they might become in your save. Today's player is special for a multitude of reasons, so that being said, let's go check him out. To do so, we're heading over to the Dutch divisions and to one of the major sides in the nation, Feyenoord Rotterdam, and in their team is none other than someone you might have heard of so far in FM, Shaquille Van Persie. If you haven't already guessed it, he is the son of the brilliant striker Robin Van Persie, who played for the likes of Manchester United, Arsenal, scored the great header for the Netherlands in the World Cup that year. But yeah, Shaquille is his son and he genuinely has the potential, at least in FM, to exceed anything that his father ever did. Remember to stick with us and we'll show you exactly how to take him to that world-class player status, but before we get there, let's talk about how he looks right from the off. He's 16 years of age, playing for Feyenoord's under 18s, valued at around 15 million, and he has a potential range of 150 to 180. So on the lowest end of that range, you'll still get a very good elite level striker with great attributes, and on the higher end, you will get one of the best strikers, if not the best striker in world football, because his attributes start off so good. Remember, he's only 16 here, and some of his attributes do have the potential to fluctuate in your save. They might be slightly different for you, but this version that we've got is insane. I mean, hopefully your guys will be pretty similar, but he's got great physical attributes. He's quick, he's 6'3" with good jumping reach, so not only is he fast, but he's also good in the air. Then you get onto his mentals, where he's got a good base set to start off with. Nothing too crazy just yet, but it's a good start. But technically is where this man absolutely shines, because he has not only 14 technique and 14 passing, which make him a good creator already. He has 13 heading, 14 first touch, 13 dribbling, 13 crossing, and 11 finishing. You can use him on either wing. He's young enough that you can train him to play any of those positions and he'll become natural there within a year or two, but we're going to use him as a striker to get the best out of him, in my opinion, in this video. So let's bring him over to our Real Madrid team and show you how we're going to set him up. We're deploying Shaquille as the solo striker in a very simple 4-3-3 gegenpress preset tactic provided by the game. As you can see, no special instructions to make him be amazing or anything like that. It's very basic. We're just sticking him in as that advanced forward up top. As mentioned, we've brought him over. We've used the in-game editor. If you can't get him straight away, scout him and then bring him across. But for the sake of this video, we've brought him over to Real Madrid. He's also being mentored by some of the best personalities at the club. That way we can try and shift his personality away from balanced and hopefully to something a little bit better, like determined, which he might get to with a little bit of growth, and that mentoring is certainly going to help him. Then it comes to his training. Now, of course, in all of these videos, if you don't know already, we don't do an additional focus. We just ask him to train the role that he's going to play, and I suggest you guys all do that. Don't just set it to striker, set it to the actual role that you're going to have this player play. But for you guys, of course, you will want to do an additional focus. And for me, there is one clear area of his game that needs work here. It's his mental attributes, in particular, his decision making and his composure. So I'd be going ahead and developing him in the final third to try and make that better. It will be trained anyway as an advanced forward. As you can see, it's highlighted in green. But if you want to put more focus on it, then adding that as the additional focus could be a very good idea. But Shaquille is set up here to go. We're going to ask the assistant to play him as often as possible and simulate ahead. So let's see how he looks on the lowest end of that potential. So what would the worst case Shaquille look like for you guys if you signed him? As we simulate ahead, don't forget to smash the like button for us and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We do daily Football Manager content, so do go ahead and subscribe so you don't miss out, and let us know in the comments who you want to see next in this Wonderkid to Superstar series. We've jumped ahead to 2025, so Shaquille has been with the club for a few years now, and he has developed very well. Currently, he's just below the 150 current ability mark, so this isn't even him at his worst. He hasn't even reached that yet, and already he is an incredible player. So remember, this is like worst possible case, he would still look better than what you're seeing here, which is insane, with 16 acceleration, 16 agility, 13 pace, stamina, jumping reach, strength, and natural fitness. All of those are at a good level, and he's 6'3". So the physical attributes have really ironed themselves out here, and he's very balanced. Now, bear in mind in FM, if you've got good physical attributes and you're tall, it tends to make you really good in the in-game engine, and we started to see that with Shaquille. 14 flair, 14 off the ball work, decent composure and work rate. His mentals are definitely the weakest side of his game, but hopefully we can develop them as he gets older. He's only 18 at this point, 16 first touch, 15 crossing, 16 dribbling, much better finishing now as well, with good passing and technique on top of that. He could even play a complete forward at only the age of 18, which shows you just how good he is, because that is a really specialised role that not many players can do. Now you will see he's switched his national allegiance to England, and the interesting part is he's played 9 under-21 games for them and scored 19 under-21 goals. So if you thought we were using some kind of crazy tactic to get goals out of him, this proves to you he will score at pretty much any level. We're not managing England and he's still out there banging the goals in. But for us at Real Madrid, he is doing exactly that. In his first year as a 16-year-old, he got 21 goals and just over a 7 average match rating. Some of those penalties, 5 of them in fact were penalties. However, the next season, he goes on to get 41 goals in 38 appearances with 7 assists as well. Within 2 years, he's now good enough to play for one of the world's biggest clubs. He's valued at over 80 million. So even though 15 million is a steep fee at first for a 16-year-old, it's definitely worth it because you're getting a player who will far exceed that value in no time. Like I say though, this is Shaquille at not even his worst. So let's go and see him at his best. If you enjoy these kind of Wonderkid videos, by the way, I do have my own channel linked in the description. We do some rebuild videos, which you guys tend to love, so if you want to check that out, feel free. If you enjoy Wonderkid content, we do YouTube shorts about Wonderkids you might not have heard of. So come on over, hit the subscribe button as we push for 30k on there. I'd massively appreciate that. But we're now here in 2032, just under 10 years now of having Shaquille at the club. He is a 25-year-old star player, considered one of the best in our team, just under the mighty man that is Jude Bellingham. But he is 29. So Shaquille's got some time yet. He's now valued at 100 million, and take in these attributes when you see them because he is absolutely insane. Physically, he is as dominant could be. Great in the air, strong, very quick and agile with natural fitness as well, meaning his career is going to be prolonged more than other players. Technically, this man is off the charts with 16 heading and 16 finishing, combined with great passing ability, 14 vision, 17 technique, dribbling, crossing, even long shots and penalties. This guy has got everything under his belt, and now mentally, he's really ironed himself out as well. With 15 anticipation, 16 composure, 13 decision making, great off the ball work, determination, his personality is now professional. He's even played for the England national team, scoring 27 goals in 46 games. Shaquille is on fire, he's an unreal talent, and he's proved that in the in-game engine as well. He has been scoring goals for fun. In a recent season, he hit 47 in 34 league appearances with 13 assists as well, and a 7.96 average match rating across the course of the season. He scored 311 goals in 330 matches, and that is only in the league with 93 assists, so way over a goal contribution a game for what is an unreal player. But obviously this is him at 25. Let's see what he achieved by the end of his career. And here he is in 2044, a 37-year-old man with 74 goals in 101 England international appearances, which is insane. Then, in terms of his goal-scoring form in La Liga, he continued to hit pretty much a goal a game, if not more, even until his last season. Overall, he's got 769 goals in 774 games, combined with over 200 assists. He was getting way more than 1 goal contribution a game in the league, but that was only the league, of course. And unbelievably so, he did not win a Ballon d'Or, which I find absolutely crazy. He was never really in consideration for it either, even though he was playing so well for us. But Shaquille was one of the world's best strikers for the majority of this save, playing up front for Real Madrid. He is an absolute star, and I suggest you guys use him in your save if you can, because you're going to have so much fun with him. Even if 15 million is expensive, you're definitely going to get your money's worth. But there we go, everyone. Let me know who you want to see next in this series. Like the video if you've enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Thank you, and goodbye.